got, or today, we've got, I'm looking at this sleeper order. Kind of know a spot where we can probably do that, but look at this 41 silver bream order. Oh, shoot, I didn't see the time. 8 hours. Eight hours, huh? And it's 8:41. We're just straight up not going to hit that, are we? We're not going to get 1 kilo bream in 8 hours, right? What's the weather? Whew. We'll get tomorrow. Look at the difference in today and tomorrow. What's up, Nix? Yeah, so that might change things. Well, let's just go catch some fish and then we'll figure out from there. Let's go to the, hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. And Ball was a tug. Ball is a tug. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. All right, so we're heading around to 4672. It's actually advertised as a little float spot, which is pretty cool. Seems like you can catch rough and sleepers here pretty much 24/7 from how it's looking. Actually, I don't want to do float though. I mean, we will do float on one just for fun, but we want to do. My question is, can we use, since we know we're going to be catching really small fish, do I still have all these? Yeah. So we'll do one paternoster, maybe one. And again, we'll do roach mix on one and not the other. We really want to do as small a hook as possible, I think. I'm just going to say this is probably like an 8-meter clip. It's float, so they didn't list a clip, but it's very close. I'm going to do basic bottom on this one. Okay. We're not going to put feed in that one, but I don't mind having the cage on there, I guess. Just gonna do some random fun here. Probably ought to use the longer one we got, but something like that. New job, keep me hopping. Yeah, it definitely is. Definitely is. Although so far so good. So far so good. Old Berg weather's looking good for breaming. Yeah, we may just skip to that. I was thinking about doing the bream here because I saw that cafe order, but ooh, cafe order's going away, so I like the idea of going to Old Berg for some bream. What happened here? Did we just not tighten it? Perhaps so. Gotta put these blue tint, whatever kind of glasses these are. I've been looking at screens all day. I didn't think about that. And I just missed a bite on float, but oh, no we didn't. You know, these sleepers might be Might be pretty generous on how long they sit for. What do y'all think? You think it'd be just as good a bite rate on worm instead of redworm? Because we are going to burn through some redworms, although so many of them are marker, it's kind of nice. I guess we ought to be digging if nothing else. Yeah, that's a good point. We should try a little bit bigger hook. We should try a little bit bigger hook. I think that probably why people were using smaller hooks is more for the rough at night, but during the day, you're right. We don't need these tiny hooks. Yeah, that's for sure, Dave. I got snagged on float. Did I really? Oh my goodness. Tore the line. Lost the hook. Good eye, by the way. Goodness gracious. I should have just relogged. It's almost never worth trying to get untangled, unsnagged in this game. Especially on float like that. Well, there's a rough. Alright, so if we go to... So we do 20... Oh, good eye, Adrian. Man, you caught that. Well, the sad part of that is losing the that 24 hook. Thankfully, it was one of the cheaper ones, not the happy hooks, but still though. Wonder if we will catch less sleepers with this size though. It's kind of okay if we do. I didn't notice, but we may already have the cafe order done. You know, it would be really interesting, I guess, is using using night crawlers with larger hooks. That's why you can sometimes just get those, like, get on those trophy runs with sleepers, especially with night crawlers, it seems like. Yo, what's up, Wrangler? Yo, what were you saying, Wrangler? Sorry, Adrian, what were you saying? 3 over 80 grams? Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, we're good then. Talking about the sleeper order. Yeah, we should be good then. I'm pretty sure we've got... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Still leveling up that float. We just unlocked the luminous floats or whatever. Yeah, I'm switching to worms. Truthfully, Chinese sleepers aren't really worth very much. I mean, we just want to make sure we got that order done, but at this point... Welcome back, Wrangler. Welcome back. I'm starting to hear pretty good things about that Way of the Hunter game that's coming out. Y'all tracking that one at all? I don't know if it's just like, you know, the hype train or what, but I'm starting to hear it's actually pretty good. You haven't looked at it once? Hunting games don't necessarily do it for me in the same way that some of these fishing games do, but I like them all right. All right, we should go turn in the cafe order and go get set up on Old Berg, probably. Stalled Prawn. What's up? Welcome. Yeah, Call the Angler. Call the Angler. Is that what it's called? Call of the Wild, the Angler. Coming out at the end of the month. That should be interesting. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I have some real concerns about, for my own personal enjoyment, how they're choosing to do the economy. But I'm not gonna like, I don't want to like prejudge or whatever till I've tried it. My guess is that the fishing itself will be pretty fun. It's a good company, you know. I think the open world stuff will be a good change. I don't even know that I would see it as a direct competitor with this game. But I think that open world, beautiful maps, all that, it's going to be exploring. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We'll see if it's got legs, though. And we'll see how off-putting the economy is going to be, for me at least. We'll see. I think Call of the Angler would have been a good name, though. I think you're onto something there. Hey, we got the Gibble order done. You don't mind seeing that? Boy, that'd be an easy order. I mean, just go fish off the dock and you get so many of these little orders done. All right, so there's our sleeper order done. We didn't get anything else, but I'm okay with that. Make what, 10 more silver maybe? I mean, let's see how much these sleepers are worth. 2.85 for a big one. So you're gonna end about 2 silver per fish, right? On the decent size you catch. So when it's that fast a bite rate, honestly, you know, you could do worse. And you're certainly not damaging any gear. So it's pretty cool. All right, let's go to Old Berg. So what were we saying about the weather here? Oh yeah, a little on the cooler side. Overcast. All right, chat, help me out here. I'm looking over at Old Berg and I'm thinking, I'm really thinking that 5142 might be where it's at. Is that right? Is that still where we should go, or does somebody feel strongly otherwise? It's just looking to me like it's still 5142, but do we have any cafe support? Yeah, that's what I'm hearing though, Nix. I'm hearing that the gameplay is actually really good, but we'll see. Again, you never know when people are getting caught up in the hype, but you know, several community folks got to try it out about a week early. They've been making videos on it. You'll start seeing gameplay videos come out tomorrow. Yeah, I hear you, Stalled Prawn. I'm the same way. I like their hunting game, so I'm at least willing to give that a chance. Nah, no new news. They kind of dumped all the news. Now it's just like, I'm guessing similar Way of the Hunter's doing. We'll probably have some gameplay videos and stuff coming out right before. Oh, really? Tuesday or Thursday? Oh, that's cool, Dave. That's sooner than I thought. Oh, that's awesome. Yo, what's up? Alright, we'll do 5142. What clip y'all using there? What are we doing? Like a 15 clip? Or a little farther? Zealous, how's it going? 17, alright. Jackal's caught a 5.8 trophy 2 hours ago. That's so amazing. That's awesome. Alright. So we actually need to pull out that... we're actually going to have to use our Hydra here. $17 and $18 sounds good. Sounds reasonable. Let's go throw them in. We'll just see what it's like early, right? We'll see what it's like early, and then we'll ease into it. Probably pretty slow till it picks up, just because of the size hooks we've got, but let's give it a try. Man, we're still getting points for digging. That's sick. All right. I've never really been comfortable in this spot, like exactly where I want to cast. I think I'm just literally going to cast straight out, though. Hope for the best. Alright, first one we did 17, this one I'll do 18. This rock is just, it's actually kind of in the way. I'll do the third one, 17. I like it. I like it. Oh, that's awesome, Zealous. Yeah, I've been noticing that, like, Corey's been picking up on trolling, right? Yeah, I should do that too, Wrangler. I actually should do that too. I think we've got a small fish on right now. What do y'all think? All that nibbling, nothing happened? Maybe not. So we literally have nothing. I mean, we could try to trophy a roach, I guess, while we're waiting, but we're pretty much only making silver on the value of the bream we catch tonight. That's alright, though. I was really hoping Belaya might have been a little different weather, but it's just going to be, you know, average temps, average results. One of these days we're going to catch another like 14, 15 degree high and go eat them up. But yeah, here Corey's been doing really well on store-bought lures, not just handmade, which is always nice. I mean, I think that's always the case, but I've specifically seen stuff about some of those wobblers working. Man, this early, do we just want to put We actually want to just put some like pearl barley out there. See if we catch a nice couple roach. THQ Nordic, huh? I'm interested. They've got me interested. That's a little pricey. I mean, I definitely want to hear some reviews and such. Oh, shoot. What's in the Elite Edition? They're trying to get you in 10% discount. What's in the Elite Edition? I didn't even know about this. A Hunter's Pack. A shotgun with an engraving. A paint job for the car. I mean, that's just 2 skins, right? Carved, what? Statue for the lodge. I don't know. Oh, never mind. It comes with 2 map DLCs. Totally worth it. If you're going to play it. If you knew that you were going to be into it, right? I mean, I guarantee you when the DLCs come out, you're talking about a $10 difference here. And DLCs are probably going to be more than $5 each. I mean, that's the minimum they would be, right? $3,002 got you a 12.7 Quarry Char. Look at Pearl Barley coming through with an early marker bream.
Challenge.
Whoa! Size.
Challenge accepted.
Yo.
Yo, what's up, Rise? Thank you for the sub. 3 months. Siza back in with the 3 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the support and welcome back. So you got it on the Hunter 3002. Hunter wait, what? Guess what? I'm not on my main account. Uh-oh. Are we getting a... Oh, you've told me this before. Rize Seiza. Rize Seiza. You know what? I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless, but I really appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you very much. Rise. I can handle that, Rise. I can handle that. Let me turn my fan on real quick. Yeah, so anyway, that's interesting. I like that I like that Elite. If you know. So the thing to pay attention to if you're like really considering Way of the Hunter, I guess, is these gameplay videos by different content creators coming out starting tomorrow. You got plenty of time to at least watch some gameplay to see if that interests you. If you can like figure out if you're gonna be into it or not, because I'm guessing that DLC thing is gonna be it's gonna be a lot cheaper to get it on the front end. Yo, somebody said from that Bream Comp episode we did, look at these, look at this, like, well, I guess this is also the smaller size hook, to be fair. Like, we're catching more on pearl barley, but we also have pearl barley on the smaller size hook. Is that a chub? Nice. Waiting on that Bream. So, Ponus said, left a video on that Bream Comp episode we did last week. Thank you. I got a trophy Bream from there. It was so fast, like my whole ride went crazy with Sputnik Proton 6000. Saved me. First Bream trophy. Super good spot. And then said later, and in 2 hours I earned 400 silver. Wow. That's big time in it. I wonder if that means that they just stayed here for 2 straight hours. Were they actually catching decent stuff during the day? That'll be interesting. All right, what have I missed? Yo, what's up, Red Rebel? How's it going? I canceled my plan on 3rd HSV, bought 2 Super Duties for trolling. Ooh, I like it, Rise. I like it, Rise.
Challenge accepted.
Hope you're doing well. Been trying to get to PVA. Hit 89.2%.
Man, it's Blunty. Thank you so much for the support. Comes in with the Prime sub 2 months in a row. And best of luck to you on getting to that 100% on bottom fishing so you can start using PVA without any extra bonuses. It's tough, isn't it? Slow going, especially when you can like start to taste it. That last bit is slow going. Pearl Barley's doing all right now. I think I would switch to Pearl Barley during the day. Try to hit some nice roach or something. Then go back to garlic dough at night. We'll see. Yeah, thank you, Blunty. iTravy, am I saying that right? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. You did 250 silver breaming, but on Cory. Ooh, so there's a good Cory spot. Is that right, Nix? That's awesome. That's always fun. Hey, hope you sleep well, Rise. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Over a kilo. They're starting. Starting early. Starting early today. All right, I'm gonna I want to find. I saw a video earlier when I was getting everything set up. Now I'm gonna have to mute it. I don't feel right like not muting it because it's obviously it's not my video. I just wanted to show you a minute of it. You see some of these, some of the graphics for this thing. So I'm going to post the video in case you want to go watch it and support this guy and learn a little bit more about the game. It's totally cool with me. I don't know this guy from Adam. I just stumbled upon this video. YouTube seemed to think I would want to see this video, so I started watching it. But there's a link to the video. But I just... You know, he talks some about how excited he is. He's not released from his NDA. He's not released from the NDA till tomorrow. So all he can do is talk over the trailer. I think the animal animations look reasonably good, though. The map looks beautiful. Some of the screenshots he shows, like, looks like some variety of guns. Look at this screen here. Looks like that's just the, is that just the shotgun page or something? There you go. I don't think they're so, you know, they're going to have that whole thing where you've got, oof. They're going to have that whole thing where you've got the option to, I think, see a, you know, you can see the shot in slow-mo or something afterwards. Maybe see the cam, bullet cam, that kind of thing. But I don't think they're showing that yet. I think they're wanting to wait till the release. But at least that's what I've heard. Sturgeon fishing on Fishing Planet. Nice. Grind it up. Those sturgeon. Sturgeon are good no matter what game you're playing, right? It's so pretty. That's what I thought, Nix. I thought it looked beautiful. You're about to try this again. You broke 2 reels last time. Yo, if you've got questions on how to set stuff up, just let me know. I never know if somebody like genuinely doesn't, you know, understand how to set things up properly so that they don't break stuff. Or if you do know how to set it up and you just like are kind of willfully taking some chances. But you can certainly play this game without, pretty much without ever breaking anything, especially valuable stuff. Oh, you used to watch Ron McTube? Yeah, I've actually seen his videos before. I didn't really realize who it was till I posted it, but that was a lever action rifle. Yeah, I think it was the later one that showed the shotguns. I was on the wrong screen. I think it looks like an update to Call of the Wild. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It looked like it's got a little different style in terms of the way the missions and stuff are going to work, but we'll see. We'll know a lot more tomorrow. We're going to have like actual minute by minute gameplay animal. I do not hunt in real life. Nope. I do fish in real life occasionally. I've got no interest in hunting in real life. Zero interest. Belroth, welcome. How you doing? Yeah. Let's do a comp at Oldberg. I love it. Anybody wants to join in a comp? Just a fun little Bream comp. We need to start it fairly soon. I'm not going to make it super late tonight, guys. Spoilers. I am exhausted, but let's get one in real quick. We'll do no password just to make it easier. We're just going to do your whoever gets the biggest Bream. Whoever gets the biggest Bream in the next 12 hours. No password, no silver, any tackle type. Come join. Just a friendly little comp. Fishing above your means. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it, Balroth. Yeah, I hear you, Stalled Prawn. I'm really not passing any judgment at all on people that hunt. I've got some close friends that hunt. I just personally have zero interest. I'm really not a gun person. I mean, you know, it's just not my thing. But I do enjoy fishing, and I enjoy these kind of simulation games. And so I have a pretty good time in hunting games as well. Not quite like fishing, but a pretty good time. So it's all good. Oh, you fish catfish in real life. That's awesome, Travi. That's awesome. There's some good catfishing around where I live. I'm glad you did too, Balroth. Thanks for coming and hanging out. 10 trophy gudgeon at Winding. I wonder if it's in the same spot I was fishing last night. You know, there's this weird thing where I recorded an episode last night, but it doesn't release till tomorrow morning. And in the episode, I was like, you know, I'm going to try to stream again tomorrow night to record an episode or two. And then I realized later, like, they're not going to even see the video till the day after anyway. It's all messed up. It's all good, though. Oh, that's cool, Balroth. Well, thanks for the support. Bow hunting. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. Actually, I really enjoyed bow hunting, especially in Hunter Classic. But I like it to a degree in Call of the Wild as well. That's a good question, though. I wonder if oh yeah, we need to switch. We're going all garlic dough now that it's actually Bream time. Now that it's really Bream time. That's a good question. I wonder if they'll have anything like bow hunting in Way of the Hunter. Yeah, it was tough to go from I can have fun bow hunting in Call of the Wild now, but initially that was a bit of a tough transition because you're right, Classic just felt so good. Although it didn't look that good, let's be honest. Ohio is a bullhead haven. Lots of bullhead catfish, huh? Oh shoot, we got to get started. Is everybody ready? Let's go ahead and start this comp. So it's exciting during the comp. Everybody ready up, ready up. Crap, here's my trophy. Somebody ready up. I need to throw this back and catch it again. Yo, good luck, have fun. Yo, heat wave killed the lake, huh? They're good for eating. Bullheads are good for eating. Is that one of the better one of the better eating catfish? You've been playing what on mobile? Is there a Fishing Planet on mobile now, Red Rebel? If that's the case, I did not know that. I'm using 17 and 18, Blunty. I am using 17 and 18. I thought we had another fish on. Guess not. Thanks, Nix. Yeah, we'll take a 2.6 bream to kick off the comp. Not that it counted. It did not count. Yeah, so this is interesting here, right? Like, we're getting a much better bite rate on the size 6 hooks. The size 6 hook, 6 hook. Now, ultimately, we might end up catching a better bream on the large ones. I've got 2 large ones and 1 6. But if you're going for silver, throw out some 8s and some 6s. 4 months. 4 months they've had it on mobile. Can't figure out how to use max drag, but you're using your RF4 knowledge. Line doesn't go over the rod, so it just works. Okay. Okay. Only fish you catch is perch and roach because of the heat wave. Interesting, Adrian. Golly, I don't know if I want to know what a mud streak is. I can only imagine. Really good fried up. Okay, cool. Can you say that 6 times fast? Probably not. I can't say much of anything. Hardly 1 time. 6 times is asking a lot. Are you saving for trolling setups now? That's a great question. I guess I haven't spent enough time really thinking about what we're saving for next, but that's what would make sense. That's what would make sense, is start saving for at least a couple of trolling setups so we can have some fun at Quarry and continue to just mix it up. If we're going to continue the leveling series that long. I assume we are, but we'll see. We'll see. We do have some stuff coming out. It could be a little distracting, but hopefully we will. So did they do a pretty good job of Fishing Planet Mobile? What did they do? Is it free to play? Or, I mean, how did they monetize it? Alright, so if I go to my app store and I search Fishing Planet, here's the big question. Can you, oh my gosh, it does come up. So it's free to play, huh? It looks like it's free to play. Can you sync your main account, like your PC account, with your mobile? Yo, thanks for the follow. Shocky. Wait, Shocky? Don't we know a Shocky? Is this a different Shocky? Wasn't Shocky around like ages ago? Like years? New mobile account. Oh, I gotta download that mess. Just try it. Just see what they did, you know? See what they did with it. I'll report back next time. I will report back. I wish it wasn't 54. I wish they'd start off with like max level is 35 or something. That's way too overwhelming. Especially when it's on mobile. I mean, who's got time to play that very much? I don't. What's up, Dark Diaz? How's it going? You play on the Xbox and PC? Gotcha. I can only handle a little bit of Fishing Planet at a time, if I'm being honest. I mean, that's just me, but... Hey, look at that, man. It's another biggie on the size 6 hooks. Come here. What's going on? Hey, how are we doing, by the way? Oh, first place. It's because I'm standing on my lucky rock. In your country, the premium is cheaper on Steam than on mobile. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, here it's the exact same, I believe. It's an arcade? Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's definitely closer to that side of the spectrum than RF4 is, I would argue, but you can still have some fun over there for sure. Nothing wrong with a little Fishing Planet. Wait, so we just did 2.7, 3.2. Gotcha. It doesn't look like a Fishing Planet copy to me at all, Wrangler. It looks like a Hunter Call the Wild copy. You're just going to be fishing instead of hunting. I think it's going to be a surreal experience. It's going to feel more like a hunting game than any fishing game we played, but we'll see. We'll see. Big cats and Fishing Planet. That's one thing I'll give Fishing Planet. If you're really into cat fishing, there is so much variety in the types of catfish they've added from all over the world at this point. It's still maybe not as visceral as like the experience of a huge cat in RF4, but you know, in RF4 we just got a couple different types of cats. There's not much variety. Going off the heat maps and things, yeah. I think when the idea was first tossed around, like they did a survey years ago in Call of the Wild, I think maybe the original idea might have been to combine them, but I'm okay with them doing separate. I'm okay with them doing separate, to be honest. Oh. I think it gets sticky. Like, what if your passion is hunting and, you know, when it's out of season or you don't have the time to go or whatever, you play Hunter Call the Wild. And then you got to sit there and watch like update come out and it's all about fishing. Like, I hate fishing. I just want to do more hunting. And then the next update comes out and it's fixing bugs for fishing. Then the next update comes out and it's like a new map for fishing. Or, you know, whatever. I don't know. I think it'd be hard. If you're only into one or the other, then you're like getting ticked off when the wrong thing got updated or something. I'm sure there's a lot of overlap, but it's not complete overlap, right? You caught a 260-pound Kamba cat in the Congo. Wow. It would be funny, you're fishing and a deer rolls up next to you and you drinks and your friend just shoots it. Anybody watching Field of Dreams, by the way? I see about turning it on, but it's just hard to care right now about those two teams. I don't know. Is that right, Dark Diaz? Well, RF4 is by far my favorite fishing game, but I will say it does depend on, you know, like how much time and what kind of interests you. This is, in my mind, the best of the fishing games, but it's also the slowest, the grindiest. It's the deepest, the most strategic, to me at least. Which is all fair and good, but if you've got limited time, you're gonna get, you know, I don't know, progress can be slow. Cubs versus Reds. Yeah. Do you think that I agree with you, Red Rebel, by the way. Do you think that the fact that in Angler, kind of like Call of the Wild, hopefully not to the same extent, but you're supposed to be like really quiet, like you're supposed to approach the spot you want to fish at really quietly, mind your shadows. I mean, I don't know. You think all that's going to be fun? Or is that going to be one of those ideas where it's like, okay, that was a good idea because it made it feel more realistic, but in reality, it's just kind of annoying. I don't know. Again, I'm not passing any judgments. Like, once it's out, we'll play it and we'll see what the whole package is like. But Stardew Valley, fishing in Stardew Valley. I like it. Ooh, guys, to me, this bream spot is better now than it was last time we tried it. You're a Guardians fan. Hey, how well have you adjusted to the name change? Does it still seem weird to you that you just said that I'm a Guardians fan? Or are you fully there now? In real life, you're never quiet to your spot and you still catch a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yo, what's up, Droz? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true, Blunty. It's interesting. How's it actually going to work? I don't know. Not well at all? Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like, especially if you've been the fan of a team for a long time. Those name changes are brutal. Look at that gibble. Wait, what? That was our first gibble on a dough bait? On a feeder? Okay, so pearl barley doesn't count. I gotcha. We actually haven't used dough bait. If pearl barley doesn't count, we haven't really used much dough bait. You want to see fly fishing in some games too? I just got into it in real life and enjoy it so far. Yeah, fly fishing's awesome. I've just done it a couple times, but that's a lot of fun. In real life, I've only done it a couple times. There is a game that's got fly fishing in it. I'm on a self-imposed ban from that game at the moment, just kind of waiting for some peace in the world, but it's decent. Fisher Online's got decent fly fishing. It's actually pretty fun, to be honest, but no one's quiet when they take out those stupid expensive boats. True. You like the logo? Oh, let me look that up. Yeah, good point. Ultimate Fishing Sim has it too. You quit watching sports. It was getting pretty dumb. All the changing names. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to get used to a new name, isn't it? All right, so Cleveland Guardians logo. That's sweet. Like that G with the ball, with the baseball. Is that what you're talking about? I've seen a couple different things popping up here, but I'm assuming the G's kind of got wings on it, maybe? A baseball in the middle of it. It's kind of cool. Yo, Castronaut. I do ultralight fish. You got 8K, huh? 8K. How far does 8K go on ultralight? That should get you a pretty nice setup, right? You know, I've noticed I do ultralight fish on my main account. I've noticed that I end up using, in a lot of situations, I end up using about a 6.5 liter on ultralight. Now my nicest ultralight setup, I could use 8.5, maybe 9. Get most of that power out of it, but if I'm really ultralight fishing, maybe the exception would be Yama. Because at Yama, you're going to catch those king salmon every once in a while. You just want to stand a chance, right? But at Belaya and at Tunguska River or Little Creek, a lot of times I'm using 6.5. So I think the question is, if you're only going to spend 8K, can you get a decent setup that can just kind of hit that 6.5 range? Yes, brilliant. Great point, Wrangler. What you're really paying for is a test. Just make sure whatever you can get can throw those 4 gram lures as far as you want to. You're 28, you're running a 7.5 rod. What's your reel? I mean, I think that's where the price is, right? What's the fairly inexpensive, who's winning right now? Klaas. Look at Klaas, 4.2. Nobody else is even close to that. Nice bream, Klaas. What's that, is it a Legend? You got the old Ice Bolt. Is it the Legend? Is that the rod I'm thinking of? The ultralight rod that's pretty nice, but it's not super expensive. I'm just trying to think of like what I would put together. Are you doing casting or spinning, by the way? I'm thinking of casting stuff personally, but that's just where my experience is. So Legend, ultralight. Ooh, that's still a little pricey, actually. Yeah, it's probably too pricey. Never mind. I do like that ultralight rod a lot, but I didn't realize, I mean, it's probably what, this Old Berg's expensive, but it's still probably over 4K, isn't it? The blues, they were the blue stockings a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. You know, people can adjust. I mean, it's happened before. Holy cow. That's what you run, Wrangler? I'd be really tempted to get that legend casting rod. Put whatever ultralight reel you have on there for now, and keep saving till you can afford the reel you want. But I don't know. I'd have to go look at the reels though. Once this comp's over, I'll go check out the reels for you just for fun. Just remember, Old Berg's a little more expensive than what you're going to be spending at Volkov or whatever. So that was 3.2 again. I think this spot's doing really well. I guess we could let's get a head count on how many bream we have over a kilo. Last time I didn't do so hot. This time it feels like we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I'll show setups. It's no problem. So we're using the large 1 hooks with garlic dough, regular bream ground bait. Except I have had a little better bite rate over here on the size 6 hook. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're already at 18, and we're doing much better than last time. Kloss sitting there at 4.2. If somebody's going to beat 4.2, it's got to be very soon. I'm just going to go ahead and say that a bream that size probably isn't coming out if it doesn't come out in the next like 30 minutes in game. What? Trophy? Oh, yeah, exactly. If it's going to be a trophy, it's got to happen really soon. Yeah, I mean, the most consistent fun is going to be Belaya and Tunguska. But you got to be 30 for Tunguska. Where else? You know, some people do ultralight at Quarry, but some of the bigger fish there, man, you're just going to chase them forever if you hook into them. But you see a lot of ultralight records popping up at Quarry too, though. Winding? Have you tried winding? Especially if there's a really good active, like, chub spot or something, but... what did I see? Let's see. Oh, I don't mind that. I mean, I don't want to get into, like, a heavy political discussion, but... It's all good for now. Garlic dough? Yeah. It's kind of fortunate that garlic dough is like the bream bait of the week. As we hit Old Berg on this leveling series, because you know, sometimes it's cottage cheese, which means you got to get to Quarry first. Sometimes it's pea dough. Nah, you didn't do anything wrong, Travi. I'm just saying I don't, you know, I just don't really want to facilitate. I mean, you know, we agree to disagree. we all are going to have different opinions about all of those issues, and it does get pretty political pretty quick. And I get you may feel passionate about it, and I don't judge you at all for that. I may agree with you. I may not. But I don't really want to, get into it in this format. I don't even know what that is. Dirty, I've never heard of that. I'm doing well. How are you? Is this a real thing? I'm trying to be careful what I search for here. Okay, interesting. Is that something you install? What is this? Oh, cool. Removing blue light software. Awesome. That is, in fact, what these glasses do. Huh. Cool. Interesting. Never heard of it. You logged in, now you don't know what to do? I just don't know. Like, nobody has upped their bream size in a while. Unless somebody's fighting a big boy right now, I'd say we have our winner. Yeah, I'll look it up later. Yeah, I pulled it up to check it out. I will check it out for sure. I mean, I can't complain. We're still catching them over a kilo some, but you definitely feel like that size is coming down a little bit. Good job, class. See if you hold on. Yeah, I was thinking about, I mean, for a minute I was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll play on my main tonight, but then I knew I wanted to get a little bit of time in on the leveling series, and I'm just too tired to do both, so I'm glad we did this. I don't really know what's like super active. I've been so busy this week, I haven't played on my main account not a single time since last weekend. I assume there's still a lot of Amber stuff going on, but I have no idea what else. Oh, the one thing I had heard, though, was that Corey was going off a little bit this week. The people were actually making some pretty solid silver at Corey. But yeah, I mean, besides that, nothing really jumped out to me. Did you fish wild carp? Yeah, I didn't even hear. Has wild carp been good lately? Oh, you got another trophy. Yeah, that's a good point. Earlier in the week, I remember seeing that a lot of people were talking about those Bellow trophies coming out. Which I always enjoy. Like, if I had time this week, I definitely would have gone and caught some bleak and then fished for some Bellows. That's always a good time. Oh, is that right, Nix? Well, good job. 4.2. That'll do it. I think that's going to do it, to be honest. Yo, thanks, Dirty. You got Bellow and wild carp trophies this week? Those are nice trophies to catch. It's like a fish a minute. You mean on the Bellows? That's sick. And that's some sick silver. If Bellows are biting really good, holy cow. You started this game yesterday. You're level 12. Honestly, if you want to earn that money very quickly, I think what you want to do is hit bream every night. Especially if you have a couple spots you can rotate. Just it's so consistent, right? But then during the day, it might be worth going and hitting some hitting some cafe orders at Winding or Mosquito, or even, you know, or even other spots here at Old Berg, but the consistency of the bream saving up for that spinning setup. And by the way, I've loved that spinning setup. I think if you're wanting to do some spin fishing at Belaya, the only thing about Belaya is recently the weather has just been a little too high on average. But as you've seen, if you've watched the videos, I'm still making good silver. It's just not quite as exciting. It's a little slow at times, but the rough have been popping off at night. I mean, there's still been stuff to do there. Still some good silver there, so. But yeah, I mean, this spinning setup's good for Belaya. And, you know, if this is your, you know, obviously it's your main account, you're new to the game, you'd be able to use this for a long time, because you're probably, unless you just really get into mostly spin fishing, you're probably not going to buy an ultralight setup for a while just because of how expensive it is. And you can keep using that on some of those like small predators and stuff as you progress through the map. So it's a nice little setup. It's not really strong enough to do trolling at Cory or Volkov or any of that. You're undersized there, but it's also not that expensive. So I think you're all good with that. All right, congrats, Nix. Klaus gets another win. You know the drill, Klaus. Send me a color if you want one of the old school boilies. I'm glad to hear it, Dirty. Took you a month to get to 12. Nice. Hey, whatever's fun, right? There's no rush. You know what I mean? This is one of those lifetime games. The purpose is to have fun and just having a little escape a little bit every day or whatever, so there is no rush. I think that's one of the hardest things is if you get into RF4 and all you can think about is wanting to fish for carp or something, like, it's a grind, you know? Till you get smacked by a big asp, yeah. Or till the pike bites your lure off, or till you accidentally hit a timon. But yeah, it's all good. That's cool, stalled prawn. You're getting there. Yeah, you're getting there. Hey, if you want it dirty, just send me a, wow, shoot, I'm on the wrong account. Send me a message in game to my MDog account after I stream and switch over. I'll send you a few baits and a classic old boilie that you can't use for fishing, but it's fun to have in your inventory. You main Fishing Planet? Yeah, that'll do it too. That'll do it too. Yeah, well, if you're talking about for me right now, Dark Diaz, the problem is we are well past bream time. Bream are overnight fish, and then they sort of, you know, they build up to a 6, 7 a.m., have a chance of seeing the big boys come out. Although they could come out, you know, earlier in the overnight hours, but once it's middle of the day like this, they're terrible. They're tiny usually. What'd you say, Travis? I've seen mixed feedback. Do picker rods have a better chance at bottom? Ooh, I don't know about that, Travis. I tell you this, I wouldn't spend a lot of silver. That sounds like a little far-fetched to me. So I wouldn't spend a lot of silver on them. But like if you wanted to get one, you know what I mean? Have one. I definitely think using different rigs, I mean, mixing it up seems to be a good strategy in general. So So maybe. I just don't know. I don't know. I wanted to see if this spot still felt like it's kind of going off over here before we wrap things up. But yeah, my main account is mdog. If you send me a message to remind me, I'll send you some stuff dirty. You're level 36. I didn't realize you were so high level. Well, I'll just send you the boilie then. I'll send you a classic boilie. Just send me a message. What's your in-game name so I'll recognize it? I'm going to try an 8. And then like a 14. I wonder if this spot's still going off. I mean, before we had garlic dough unlocked, we were making a ton of silver at this spot just because of the bite rate and how big the gibbles and stuff were, roaches. I think it's going to be fun, Balroth. I don't know that it's going to feel like a direct competitor to this one in some ways, but I think it'll be fun. Let's see how we did real quick on the bream. The forum says increased XP. Yeah, well, that's because it's got that built into the... I mean, it's got that... I keep forgetting I'm not on my main account. Let's look at those ultralight reels real quick, by the way. So we did 137 silver. That's the thing, right? You go hit those bream. It's like when it's like that for an overnight session, that's crazy good silver, especially at this level. That's awesome, Blenty. We'll see. That's an interesting way to put it. I mean, I've always thought of Fishing Planet. Now, it's a little bit better in the later maps. I will give them credit, but even still, it does have that feel of a spreadsheet kind of fishing game, but I don't know if this one will or not. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Hopefully there's enough variables and randomness that it won't. I don't long term, I don't think that's a healthy place to be at, but again, that might just be for me. Yeah, no, it's hard to go back to Fishing Planet, at least long term, in terms of the actual fishing mechanics compared to this game. Again, for me, at least. All right, let's look at these reels. Again, we can't really rely on these prices because of how expensive they are, but it works in terms of comparing them to each other. So like this one right here, I've used this reel. I got the blue one. It is not a bad little reel. The test, I mean, you got to look at the lures. How many are under 3.9 grams that you realistically are going to want to use at Belaya and stuff like that? This is not a bad little lure, though. I mean, a reel. It's only 2,000. So technically at Volkov, you could probably get the Legend ultralight rod and something like the T-Tech, right? I mean, what's better than that? I love it. If you wanted to go up to 7.5, there's some options here. I've never seen this one before. Silverbird, huh? 7.5. It's a Zyman. Right in the middle at 7 on the Trident Charger. I don't know about that, but wait, what are the tests on this? 4.6. You don't want to go 4.6. 4.7. I don't think you want to do that either. See, this one's 3.9. That saves you a little bit on some of those lures. I'm almost certain. I think that's why I got that one in terms of a more affordable one. I have the Pillar too. I mean, I've got both the old version of the Pillar and the new version. This one's 8.5, 2.7 test. I mean, this is big time in it. You could save a little longer. I love the Pillar 2. It's like you get a ton of value at 8.5, but it's before the price jumps up to crazy amounts. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's a lot to consider. But if you're giving me $8,000 to spend, if it really does, if you can get a Legend UL and that T-Tech, I'd be tempted. I'd be tempted. Ooh, Spiker is 3.53, so you're not going to have the ideal cast, although it's close enough that it might not be terrible either. I don't know. But that's a good point, Wrangler. That's a good point. No, I'll go look at those, Travis. I'll go look at those. So this spot seems to still be active. I mean, we're right here in the hottest part of the day, middle of the day, and we're still catching decent-sized gibbles and crucians. You got a Super Duty 88 and a Caliber HSV. The test on the rod. Wait, what? The test on the rod is, that test should be fine. Don't worry about the test. If you're trolling with it, you're fine with that. You're not going to use lures any bigger than that, you know? And if you use smaller ones, you can still cast them far enough on a max cast to troll with them. All right, let me see what, let me look at what y'all are talking about. Hold on. The new regular spin UL. Like, do you have a specific one? Are you talking about these overlords? Oh, there's a bunch of different overlords. Holy cow, I bet that is what you're talking about. So they don't have these in stock, so I can't even see them here, right? Of the prices. Ultralight's got to be 1,000, right? So you've got 8.5. I don't know how much it costs, though. Man, it's a weird looking reel. It's cool. Red and black. Go dogs. Go dogs. All right, you're a fan of the Jet series. That's going to be a low profile. JSG is this one, huh? JSG R? So you're getting 0.5 more. Still a good test. Yeah. Now, I mean, that's slightly better than the one I use. That's a slight upgrade to the Pillar. And it's not that much more expensive. So I'm gonna support your choice there. It's also a little higher quality. I might even buy one of those on my main. We'll see. Because is it really worth it to go all the way up to the 9.5? I mean, it's so much more expensive. And like I said, when I'm ultralight fishing, it's very rare that I feel the need to push it like that. You got the Jet Bullet with the Legend. They're all on the spreadsheet. Yeah, that'd be the easier way to look at this. Oh, because then I've got prices. Good call. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. If you don't have Blunty's spreadsheet, shame on you. Bookmark that sucker. Be like your local M-Dog and bookmark it. Your friendly local M-Dog. Man, quit going off over here. Your setup is 12K total. Uh-oh, Blunty, you got to whisper me. You can't post links, but if you whisper it to me, I'll check out what you're saying. All right, so we have the real list. And we can sort them by, or they are sorted by this already. So the Jet, no, wait, which one do you have? Oh, my bells are just... Jet Series, Jet Bullet. All right, which one's the Jet Bullet? Oh, here it is. All right, 8.5, 7,500, 2.7 test. Looks good. Yeah. Yeah, no, I figured you could do some sorting there. Sort it some different ways. Oh, they're getting bigger. It's getting to be that time of day. I mean... if you get tired of Bream, you can still come here, you know? A little bit of everything. This is a little bit of everything spot with Pearl Barley. So you can upgrade it. The Jet Bullet, you can upgrade to 9. Okay. How big do the Tinch get? Really big. Oh, look at that bleak. We were just talking the other day about how rare bleak come out on feeders like that. That's a nice one too. They get really big. This is one of the Tinch Havens, you know. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. I would feel that way. That the lower the test, you want to make sure the test on the rod, if you're doing casting, you want to make sure the test on the rod and the reel are as low as possible for an ultralight setup. And that is in a lot of cases, that's really what you're paying for, is having power with the lower test. And as those two things intersect, it gets more and more expensive. It also has spool upgrades. Interesting. Yeah, I could do some ultralight. If I had time, if I'd have to be at work so early tomorrow morning, I might do some ultralight, but maybe over the weekend we'll have time. Play a little bit on the main account some. We'll see. Let's make sure we're not like... You did upgrades on the Ice Bolt? Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, I haven't looked. Honestly, I have not looked at upgrades on a lot of that stuff. So that's a trophy order, right? We need too many bleak. We're not worried about that. We're not going to stay for rough. We only caught one sleeper and it wasn't big enough. So we're really not even worried about Cafe. We're just catch a few more fish, then we're done. You could put one of them on rods on worm. Yeah, just true, Dave. I could, but how long are we going to do this? I'll put them all on red worm and red worm real quick. Just see what happens for the next couple minutes. I'm gonna keep the sizes the same though, because I don't want to fool with hook sizes at the moment. So I don't know. We'll see. Well, I guess on one, I mean, if we really want to catch, I mean, we might catch sleepers on the a little bit larger size, but we're not going to catch rough very often on the big hook, so we'll see. Stalled Prawn, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I can't get anise oil. I don't want to invest more money in ground bait till I get spinning set up. I would do sunflower oil. I mean, you could try any of it, and I've tried them all, and bream aren't that picky, so you're not going to cut off the bite. But I think I'd lean sunflower oil, to be honest, until you get to anise. Perch. Oh. Look at that tench. Out of nowhere. Absolutely, Balroth. I'd say like around a year or so ago, I was doing that quite a bit. It seems to work really well. It's hard to say that it's better than regular, but sometimes it felt like it kind of was, but it's certainly good though. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Spicy garlic seems to work really well with bream. No way. That's pretty cool. So it's the same, you end up at the same spot, right? RF4. So now www.rf4.fish links you to the same. That's really cool, Blunty. Wow. There's a sleeper. There's a sleeper. So it doesn't work if I post it. You have to actually type it out. Is that what you're saying? Let's see. How did it come up when I... Yeah. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Blunty. What is Lock and Key? Does anybody watch Lock and Key? Is that any good? Lock and Key. Weird. I don't know anything about it. What's up, Keephius? Alright, we've gotten some sleepers now. Turns out there's .fish domains. That's pretty cool. Yeah, well done. Man, that's just a lot easier for people to remember. If for some reason they haven't obeyed their friendly local M-Dog and bookmarked it. Hey, it's another little tench. Alright, let's just go see how we're doing here. We've only gotten the one rough, though. Smallmouth, nice! I bet that was fun, though. Yes, Travis, I did. I downloaded the demo. So, I could not get the, I couldn't get the controller to work with it. So I had to use mouse and keyboard, and I really liked the idea of it, but the controls just felt a little wonky. But I really like the idea of it. I'll tell you what I'm excited about that is a very similar game. And there is a free demo for it, but the full game hasn't been released yet. Tell me if you've heard of this one. Because it's that same kind of game, which, by the way, I just think that kind of game is so fun. Like right now, that is just hitting me. It's just hitting me perfect. It's called Soulstone Survivors. Now, the difference with this one... Oh, don't be loud. Okay. The difference with this one, honestly, is it's got better graphics. But it's that same kind of thing, and you're choosing... It's really cool. I played the demo. There's a lot of different characters you can... I think it's going to be sweet. No specific release date yet. It just says 2022. Yeah. It seems really good. And I mean, just download that free demo if you want to try it. It's got me excited about it though. Backpack Hero. Where did I hear of that? Is that on sale or something right now? I feel like I just saw something about that. Backpack Hero. What kind of game is that? Oh, there it is. It has a free demo too. I love these games that have free demos. So smart. Man. It comes out later this week. Yo, I'm checking that out. Free demo downloading. I tell you what, my first instinct on that one is, like, my favorite part about Tarkov is playing Tetris with the inventory between runs. That's what that reminds me of. Inventory management, exactly. The demo CDs and cereal boxes, wow. Exactly, Travis. That's a really good idea. What games do you play while waiting for fish to bite in RF4? Yo, we actually, this is the time of day where you want to switch back to the pearl barley, back to the bigger hooks. Because honestly, this is when some of the big boys will come in. I am going to stop soon, but just for fun, let's just see what happens here. Let's see if we can catch one like over a kilo or something. That's your least favorite part of Tarkov? That's funny. That's like I was so excited. Okay, I got killed again. That's all right. I get to go play Tetris. Let's see what we can do with our inventory here. Backpack Heroes turn base. Interesting. So Tarkov's in a bad state, Wrangler? I have not played Tarkov in a long time. Yeah, I remember that, Wrangler. That was fun. Dark DS says Tetris inventory management is great. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. But not for everybody, apparently. Not for everybody. Yeah, Blunty, I've looked at that. That does look like that could be interesting. Hackers. Ooh, that ruins it. Upgrade to the HSV Fortuna combo. Kephius. Kephius. That is the, is that the most asked question in chat, like in-game chat? I don't know if it is. I mean, that whole like Megara Tagara thing comes up a lot, doesn't it? Slay the Spire. Instead of building a deck of cards, you micromanage your inventory, weapons, armor. Interesting. Blunty's going straight for Bingo. Yeah, that's a strategy as well. So if you're asking me my opinion on, let's see, you were thinking a Megara and Sage for Bellows, Wilds, Big Head, etc. I don't know, Kephius. It's like, if you're wanting to go fish for Bellows, Wilds, and Big Heads, all those are at tuba. So you're going to sometimes catch sturgeon. You might start liking sturgeon. You might decide, I just want to fish sturgeon. It almost feels like you're going to be better off if you just wait till Vengas. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to go. It's tough. I love my Megaras, but if I was starting again, I'd probably go Tagara over Megara, though it is very close, so it might just be the mood I was in. Oh, interesting, Magnum. Zero Sievert. Is that on Steam or elsewhere? Oh man, if you're even thinking about wanting to get into Beluga, you just wait for Venga. Yeah. Has a demo as well. Let me see what kind of game it is. I actually don't love Tarkov only because I'm so bad at it. I like the idea of it better than the... Oh, whoa, this is a different kind of thing. Oh, this looks cool. No, this looks great. So, is this going to be multiplayer, or is this like my own little universe to play in? Wait, is there a demo? It's not out yet, right? Why don't I see the demo? No, that looks cool. That actually looks cool. If I could spell. I just don't see the demo. I must just be missing it. Ah, demo might not be up anymore. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Dark Diaz. How do I like the billionaire? You know, Kephius, it's been so long since I've used that reel, and I never used it a ton. There was nothing against it. It just, for me, it just kind of didn't have a spot for some reason. I think it's a good reel. I don't know if there would be better options or not, but let me see kind of where it falls in. It's this one, right? So 18 kilo. Upgrade over the steelhead. Oh, I think I like the steelness better. I think I actually like the steelness better. Is there a reason for that, chat? Why do I like why am I thinking that I have both of these and I'm thinking I like the steelness better? I mean, I see that the billionaire is a little stronger. Is there a reason though? It's very similar price range too. I have not. I didn't even know about that, Blunty. Yeah, game's about to come out, so they probably don't have the demo out anymore. But I'll keep an eye on it. 166. We're making that silver. I'm telling you, Old Bird, good place to hang out, especially if you're fishing for bream.